What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. Just wanted to jump in and do a live stream. I'm going to be pulling cards for the general collective creative unconscious. So feel free to stick around for whatever messages we might come across. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light, highest possible messages at this time. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light, highest possible messages at this time. Let's see what wants to come out. You guys are doing well. Okay, the Two of Pentacles speaks more so towards daily priorities, daily tasks. Okay, making sure you're balancing getting the housework done. I do see an offer coming or being extended from you. Let's see here. Lack of travel with the Page of Wands in reverse, lack of directionality. Something could be coming in supposed to help clarify for you the next step or direction that you want to be taking. I think all in all, the vibe is for financial stability and security. So even though you could be feeling as though things are out of order or in disarray, this might just be a little time for taking a break, resting, relaxing, and until you have more directionality in your life. Deandra, if you want to send me a tip, if you want to send me a tip below, I'd be happy to read for you specifically and personally. Right now I'm just going over the general reading for whoever wants to watch this live on the replay. All my payment methods are in the description box below, Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. Again, that Four of Swords is like a calm before the storm, so to speak. Resting, recuperating, that feeling of lack of directionality, don't worry, because that's typically a sign that, once the direction is clear, you will be having to make some moves or changes. The Eight of Cups in the upright is walking away emotionally from something. Okay. The Hermit could be exploring new lands, new territory, new terrain. Okay. Something that feels true to your heart. I should also mention that this could be a matter of perspective change as well. It doesn't necessarily have to speak to actually traveling about as much as changing the way in which you're looking at your current scenario or current situation. Okay, so that should be noted here. The Empress is giving birth. Hey Sahu, if you want to send a donation or a tip, I'll answer your question. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo below in the description. The Empress is about giving birth as well to something. So something is coming, I believe. It could be related to this Ace of Pentacles as well. Okay, the Tower card speaks to sudden change. Okay. This is after that kind of moment of quietness where sudden change occurs. Drastic change. It's almost as if there is an opportunity that's coming. It's going to free you. It's going to allow you freedom. But again, keep in mind we did speak to a shifting of perspective. That is to say that feelings of freedom tend to be more so internal. Okay. Based on how you're looking at things, as opposed to how they truly are. Okay, the Three of Cups in the reverse position is like a sober perspective, I should say. Sober perspective. It's where things can seem dull or boring, or things could feel as though the reality is settling in. Okay, sometimes there is a fight or flight impulse, so something to be noted here. Not to necessarily jump the gun, not to necessarily micro-analyze the situation, not to catastrophize the situation. Okay, the Strength card is out here as well. This speaks to showing discipline in these situations, in these moments in time where you seemingly want to make a quick decision. Listen, Shakira, if you want to send a tip or a donation below, I'll be happy to answer your question. Okay, description box below. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Let's see, anything else? Okay, the King of Pentacles in reverse could refer to money issues, money matters, money concerns. Okay, this is coming out of a toxic situation, so whatever sufferings you might be undergoing financially, it's worth it. It's worth maybe worrying a little so as to, have your freedom and not have to be in a negative environment or scenario here. Okay. Hey, RuPaul, feel free to send a donation. RuPaul, send a donation on Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Thank you, Shakira. It's in the description box below. I'll answer your question. Let's see if I got it. Okay. Okay, so thank you. I got your Cash App. So the question was, I'm dating James, the Pisces. We got into a disagreement. We're not talking in 2 days. I just want to know if he is paying the rent. Okay, let's take a look for Shakira. Let's see if James, the Pisces, is paying rent. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light. Highest possible messages at this time. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light. Highest possible messages at this time. Guys, feel free to like, share, follow, subscribe. Share with anyone that you think might be useful, that this might be useful for. Let's see if James the Pisces is paying rent, Spirit. Okay, for all accounts, I do feel as though that this person will be paying rent. Okay, you have 3 pentacle energies that are here in the upright position. Despite the conflict, this is a favorable position financially. Okay, this is about working things out. This could be metaphorically or literally working to make rent. This is about the household. It's in a favorable position since it's in the upright position. Same thing for the 7 of Pentacles. You might have to wait a little bit for it to come in, but it will be coming in. And also, I feel as though that if the argument is too strong, or if the disagreement is too strong, then after paying for this month, this person might decide, or you might decide, to start to part ways, maybe start to look for your own place. The Fool card is a new beginning. This is a sense of freedom as well. Okay, maybe freedom from drama, maybe trusting your gut instinct more. And then finally, Shakira, just to make you feel better about the whole situation, the 6 of Wands is in the reverse position. This is about morality when it comes out in the reverse position. In the upright, this is about a public victory, but in the reverse, this is like a personal moral victory. So that being said, in the context of your question, I do feel as though that this is confirmation that this person will do right by you, they'll do right by the circumstance. And they will be paying rent. So that's what I see here. But again, depending on how bad the situation is, how bad, the taste or the flavor is left in your mouth of the quarreling and the conflict, might inform whether or not you want to make a fresh start on your own. Okay? So I hope that was able to answer your question. Thank you so much for sending the Cash App. I got it. Let me know if there's a follow-up question that you have. I'd be happy to answer that as well. If not, I'm going to continue with the general reading that I was doing here. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light. More messages for the general reading. More messages for the general reading. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else wants to come out, Spirit. I'm going to push this camera back a little bit. I don't know if that works for you guys. So I have room on the table to shuffle. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light, highest possible messages for the general collective, excuse me. Let's see what anything else wants to come out that people want to hear, that people need to know. Anyone watching on the replay? Okay, the 9 of Cups in reverse speaks to immaturity. This could speak to lack of experience, lack of credentials on your resume as well. So if you want to continue your own education or informing yourself, like I said, the 9 of Cups is the resume card. So you might want to work on updating your resume, something of this nature. This is also about emotional immaturity. Okay, so if you feel like that is something that is prevailing currently in your energies, something to be mindful of. In the context, this 3 of Wands wants to speak to looking to the future or looking ahead. It could be that I'm wondering what the connection is between the 9 of Cups. Like I said, depending on how it's being read here, this could be wanting to walk out, walk away, I feel. Because the 9 of Cups in reverse could speak to like an easy way out, like an immature way out. And that might be looking towards new horizons, maybe relocating, something of that nature. The Nine of Cups in the reverse could speak to codependence, in which case it could mean that maybe the next step for you is to start looking to a new horizon, okay? Plan to take action, something of that nature. Someone or something from the past might want to rush towards you or check in on you to some capacity. Okay. Something to keep in mind. Someone from the past who hasn't been giving you much mind or much attention. They're seeing that you're still standing strong financially on your own. They could feel trapped. They could be wanting to check in on you and see what you're about. You want to be aware of their emotional immaturity, though. Not to expect too much from them. Okay, even though you may want to go into a partnership or collaboration with them, you might not want to follow through with that. Switch decks here. Let me see. I actually have 2 more questions. I can donate again. Yeah, sure, Shakira. Feel free. Feel free to donate again. That would be great. Whatever you want, whatever you feel is right. Just shuffling. I got the new deck in my hand. Some new energies. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light. Next possible messages. Let's see what else comes out. Okay, I see the Cash App. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. Feel free to ask your question. Of course, my phone wants to act up now. Haters gonna. It's my phone that's being a hater right now. Let's see. Shakira asks. Let's see. She says, we haven't talked in 2 days. I want to know, will he call me today, or when do you see him calling? Let's take a look. Just shuffling the cards, see what comes out. Okay, yeah, I do feel as though that you will hear from him today. When I was shuffling, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords wanted to flash at the bottom of the deck. I do feel as though that he's been taking this time to rest and recover with the Four of Swords in the upright. Just trying to clear his own energies, clear his own emotions. The Ten of Cups in reverse speaks to the disharmony, okay, that may be going on, especially revolving financial matters. When the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, this is a little bit of discomfort. The relationship itself is appearing with the Two of Cups in the upright. This is about a relationship. But again, the Knight of Pentacles in the upright, this is a slow, stable offer. And like I said, to piggyback what flashed at the bottom of the deck when I was shuffling, the Ace of Swords in the upright is about incoming communication. When I ask directly, does this equal exchange of emotion? Does that represent incoming communication today? The Knight of Pentacles came out in the upright position, which I read the upright position as a confirmation, as a direct yes. And like I said, this is stable and trusted energy right here with this Knight of. This is consistent and stable energy. So to me, that reads as a yes. That to me indicates that yes, this person will be reaching out to you today, Shakira. So you can expect that from him. Like I said, if that Knight of Pentacles came out in the reverse position, if I didn't see the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Swords represents communication, victory. The Aces are about new beginnings. So it's like a clearing of the air. It's like having enough time in between not speaking to now be able to hit the reset button is what I'm seeing here. Do you see an apology for how he blew up on me? Let me see if there's an apology coming. Let's see. Yeah, let me see. He wanted to get there 2 hours early. Sounds like a nervous traveler. Okay. So it sounds like he didn't miss his flight though, which is good. Let me see if he's gonna apologize. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light. Let's see if he's gonna apologize. For these questions, I'm typically looking for an emotional card. Interestingly enough, the Four of Cups comes out here. This is an emotional card, but you can see this person is pretty much in a defensive manner. The arms being folded across this person's chest is indicative of someone who's being defensive. They're protecting their heart space. This could even indicate a blockage in the emotional sector, okay, the heart sector. It's almost as if this person is not wanting that kind of cup of peace. The cup represents emotional solace, peace, forgiveness. It may take some time for you to be able to get that out of him. It may take until after, the rent is paid, the checks have cleared. A couple things that make me want to say that is, one, the Three of Pentacles in the upright speaks to that aforementioned, sharing a dwelling, sharing a living space with somebody, as it's the card of architecture, so it does represent the homestead. I understand that the Queen of Pentacles came out earlier. That represents financial matters as well as the Pentacles, as material resources, finances. The Knight of Sword is also about slowing down, processing. It's pumping the brakes. I could read this as him taking some time to process before you can expect that apology. Or even bringing it up for that matter. Okay. I think this person needs to find more clarity and inner peace, which is what he's lacking, which is probably what allowed him to flip out a little bit on you to begin with. The Six of Swords is what these cards want to add up to. The 5 and the 1 is the 6, which is about balance and harmony. In the reverse position, this is your internal peace, your internal alchemy, your internal harmony. So he's still having to kind of process and recuperate, maybe even decompress from his travels, okay? If his travels are recent, if he's still out on location, or if he's yet to return, he's probably still jet lag, processing, something of that nature as well. The Five of Swords in the reverse is a positive aspect because it represents a bridge of communication. So I feel positive about that. But this person may be needing to come back from their travels, settle in, have some time to process. The World card in the upright is the travel card as well. So they're probably just having to process at this point. You may be able to expect an apology within a week's time, I would say. A week, or in the very latest, maybe like a week and a half. But that's what I'm seeing more so, Shakira. Okay. Hope that was able to answer your question. Feel free to ask a follow-up question if you need. You're very welcome. Thank you, Shakira. What's up, Anche? What's up, Thivia? Guys, if you have questions, please donate or tip. All my contact info is in the description box below. Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. Thank you kindly. And then I will be sure to answer your question. If not, I'm going to continue with the general reading that I do. You know they call it Stormy Monday. Guys, feel free to subscribe, to like, to share this live stream with anyone you think might find this useful. Thank you so much. Spirit of gratitude, highest possible messages at this time. Spirit of gratitude, joy, love, and light, highest possible messages at this time. We call it Storming Monday. The Tuesday's just as bad. They call it Storming Monday. The Tuesday's just as bad. Somebody is trying to watch you. Okay? Hey Charlotte, feel free to donate or tip. Okay? All my info is in the description box below. Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo, whatever you think is suitable. And I'll be happy to give you a general love reading. I just had Shakira send me some donations for a reading. She was nice enough to do that, so thank you again, Shakira. That's again, all my contact info is in the description box below. You can send a tip to the Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo, and then I'll be happy to read your energies. Love reading. Or if you want a private one-on-one reading, you could reach out. All my contact info is on the website as well, runningguntarot.com. So somebody is surveilling your energy. Okay, somebody's wanting to check in on you and see what you're doing, see how you're doing it. How are you able to be so stable? How are you able to be so secure? Despite even maybe how you're feeling or how you're coming across as, very stable. Somehow, some way, being able to make magic work in your favor, being able to make ends meet in your favor. And so somebody's really wanting to know, could be an air sign, somebody with a lot of air in their chart, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. They're wondering, how is this person able to be so steady? How is this person able to be so sturdy? Okay, they got 2 feet on the ground, they're centered, they got their mind on their money and their money on their mind, and this person is just wanting to kind of get their foot in the door. They're wanting to be involved in what you have going on. Okay, it could be that you're in a position where they would actually want to be, which is why seemingly there is this kind of challenging, threatening energy, because this person looks at you as like a shoo-in, almost as if they could use your steady foothold as a way for them to kind of get up, as a way for them to kind of leverage on up for something that they want in their lives. That's what it's coming across as. Okay. It's coming across as a lot of emotional immaturity here as well, with the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, somebody's not being emotionally authentic and loyal is what I'm getting. Okay, and they may be wanting to take it out on you with the Ace of Swords in the reverse. They may be wanting to cut you out, but they can't cut you out because, or at least get the intended reaction or result, because you're steady and you're stable. You're like low to the earth, low to the ground. Okay, it's almost as if people seek you out as like a place for refuge. Okay, that's what it's coming across. This person could also be reaching out to you so that they could process their heartbreak or whatever it is that they've been going through as well, with the Three of Swords in reverse. They may feel disoriented and dismayed with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, and yet there is a tug and a pull, with the waves of the ocean here. It's a back and a forth. It's a tug and a pull. It's a discombobulated. The Nine of Wands, is about resentment. It's about baggage. It's about having their walls up to you and really not treating you with fairness or justice, not giving you your due, pretending that they don't see that you've been able to carve out your own position, your own place of power. Okay? And they're wanting to do so in their own regard, but they don't know how to do so. Okay, they don't know how to get the most from the situation like you have, is what I'm seeing. They're wanting for this sudden change, and they want to leave this toxicity, but it's almost as if they feel as though that they don't have the ability to do so. And they're not being emotionally receptive to what you have to offer them. They're not wanting to accept and admit that you have something available to offer to them, something that can be quite beneficial to them. Okay, you have the ability to make things happen, but this person is not willing to meet you halfway. They're not willing to walk away. They're not willing to follow the blueprint that you established in your victories and your successes. They're not able to cut ties away in a successful way that you have by taking action and following the passions and being very direct and clear. This person doesn't have the ability to see the bigger picture. That's what I'm seeing there. But you were able to be successful because you did the inner reflection. You did the inner work. You weren't afraid to go at it alone. This is something that this person can't do. But you are able to. Is what I'm getting. And for that, you're able to celebrate. You're able to feel successes. It may not be that you're always feeling as though you know where your direction's at, but at least you are master of your domain. And that's not something that a lot of people could say. A lot of people can't say that they are master of their domain. Is what I'm getting here, which is very interesting. You know they call it Strawberry Monday, but Tuesday is just as bad. You know they call it Strawberry Monday, but Tuesday is just as bad. It's almost as if you're able to make something from nothing. That's something that they haven't quite figured out yet.
It's flipping out Jeff Lewis's open house. You go behind the scenes of the hit show. Get updates on properties. Notice that we shrunk the pool, so we have more deck space. Tips on how to flip a house. You take 33% of your things, including storage. Unseen footage from the show. And Jeff Lewis and his staff answer your questions. Mysterious so bright. I'm going right in plastic surgery. All that plus Jeff's biggest flip out to keep pushing me out. Jeff's biggest fan and are you okay? George Clark. We have walkouts. Welcome to my world. Welcome to Flipping Out with Jeff Lewis's open house. I'm Andy Cohen. It's a Watch What Happens special. Jeff, how are you? Good. Good to see you. We're sitting here in a house that many will recognize as the Nottingham property. Thank you. We have a lot of questions for you that your fans have been emailing in from BravoTV.com. Should we get into it? You ready?
Oh, well, yeah, as ready as I can be.
Okay, good. People are buzzing about your lips.
Oh, serious? Go right into it.
I'm going right into
plastic
it.
surgery.
Right into it.
It's amazing to me how many people that are so interested and obsessed really with my looks. I'm a little shocked too by some of the comments and people saying that I had my entire face reconstructed, and that simply isn't true. And I was actually most offended by a comment that someone said that I was overly Botox, and I actually think that I have the most perfect amount of Botox. I mean, I can still move my eyebrows. Some women can say that. I can still move my eyebrows. And you know what? I think that everybody I know gets Botox. They're liars if they say they don't. So talk me through.
Botox in the forehead.
Right. And between the eyes, right here. Here and here. I do that.
And that's it.
I do that. I've never had any sort of a nose job, cheek implant, any of the stuff these people say. And in regards to my lips, I've always had big lips. I can bring my brother here, my nieces. The Lewises have big, full lips. That said, I did have some filler in 1999. And most of it's dissipated, but there is still a little bit left in the upper lip, which is why people think that I'm getting these collagen injections every single month, and I simply am not. I did get filler in 1999, but that's it. Botox, filler lips in 1999, that's it, nothing else. Will I do more? Absolutely.
Well, I've seen the Real Housewives of Orange County.
Right.
You're no Real Housewife of Orange County.
No, I'm not. And I'm trying to be political about this. I think that there are a few women in that show that are getting too much. And I think that the good plastic surgery, I think, is, you want to look like you're just well rested. You don't want to look like a completely different person.
Any regrets? Are you regretful about anything you did or said on the show?
No, not really. Now it's like a little passion. But this show has been a blessing for me because I've been able to see my life play back to me. And I've been looking at my life and dissecting and analyzing and seeing what works and what doesn't work. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change. Listen, I'm flawed. I've got a lot of work to do. And I don't think I'll even get it done by the time I die. But in the meantime, that it's always been a process, which is why I did spiritual videos, the psychics, the therapists, the life coach, everybody. And I'm on the fast track to good health. You have some really interesting fans, namely Ellen DeGeneres and Rosie O'Donnell, who turned into huge Jeff Lewis fans. You just seen the Ellen DeGeneres show, and Rosie O'Donnell has done some video blogs about you. Let's take a look at a piece of Rosie's video blog.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am a total woman, ASAP. I let her out. I love her. And his insanity. And the whole crew moves and treating me circus. And all of the cute boys keep getting fired from his assistants. It's too much tension. They say bravo, bravo, and I achieve this. I watched a lot of the world. There's something about that guy's insanity that is totally accepting. disseminated and weird, and it doesn't seem to bother them. And then there's something more basic than that. Like, he made a talent, he's interesting.
That's gotta be something. This is how I'm doing something. I started courting people, and people either they get me and they love me, or they love to hate me. And I don't think there's any middle ground. I think you either love me or you hate me. And I think that Alan.
Hey guys, send payment to Cash App, Venmo, below, or PayPal, and I'll be happy to answer your question.
Jeff, we saw your negotiating skills throughout the season play out. Contractors were staff. Most famous, funniest SPs. That's interesting.
I know what's going on. I love the lessons.
Jeff, we saw your negotiating skills throughout the season play out. Contractors were staff, real estate agents. Let's take a look at you in action.
Jeff is all about the dollar, so I think he tries to put down on the prices, all his contractors and subs, another $25.
That's so funny. Alright guys, I'll be right back.
I turned 37 years on this planet. I have never ever made that happen. So, we did that. I'm going to do this up. It'll take me 10 months, but I'll do this up.
But also the fact that I write a majority of the checks and see the account every day. These things, in my instance, he has to pay out so much money that he does have to skim and save every penny where he can.
The average seats at that gas station works at 62.75. Really? Chicken and snack rate.
Chuck does provide continuous work. Sometimes there's things that necessarily don't need to be done, but he'll do it to keep you guys comfortable.
So we got another meeting now.
Contact me for that.
Great, perfect.
Patrons are going to
Come take a look at some
there's that. I'll take several minutes. See, I don't know.
I'm trying to find a better way to save my money, but I just keep dragging my feet.
The third one is that side-by-side comparisons of top line against anything else. So you should make the smartest decision.
That's incredible.
So, the smartest decision for all your financial decisions.
How's it going with Pedro? The show is there. Is it still working for you? I watched this and you absolutely have to ability to negotiate to succeed in this business, to survive in this business. But I have been actually a very generous boss the last few years. I know that's hard for you to believe, but I'm actually having a lot of money for my entire career. I'm simply not making the kind of money that I used to make. Still making good money, but I'm not making the crazy money I was making before. So when I'm having to take a pay cut, then they're going to have to at least do the job for the same amount of money they were doing before. And what's happening is that some of their prices are so estimated that I'm now going to get a barrage of estimates for everything. So there's going to be 4, 5, 6 estimates for every single time I do anything. And I'm going to have to go back to them and say, no, I get this guy for 4,000. You want to take your $8,000 price and go it to 4. If not, I can't use it anymore. And I think I'm really signing my career.
What are two big improvements that people can make that'll up the value of their house?
If you're looking for tips to help sacrifice spending, the number one, I've said this time and time again in interviews, when you live in a house for a certain period of time, you collect things. And I think the biggest mistake people make is that they think that every single corner, every single wall needs to have some sort of accessory or piece of furniture. And that simply is not the case. I think insurance makes it a little crowded. So, well, I would think it would take about a third, 33% of your things for storage.
And
You don't need to elaborate on that. You just say to people, yeah, just what I want.
I do.
Okay.
All right, well, keep going.
Well, I was just gonna say, before I was cut off, that I think that any sort of panic photograph should be removed because people put pictures up. Personally, if anybody would use this, one or two pictures of it, I would switch them out. I would have this chronological order of pictures of Danny from when he was 6 months old all the way when he was 16, just line up on the hallway. It's too much. Tip 2, I think if you're forward to paint, I think it's good. I think you can do a fresh coat of paint. That said, I think you should use neutral colors, nothing too specific. I think you'll alienate the market if you paint the walls lavender. Lavender, personally, it's not my forte, but I think that there are those people that like lavender, but I think the colors are too specific. I prefer earth tones and neutral colors. Is that enough, Andy, or do you want more?
That's great.
Okay. That's the issue.
Okay, good. I actually thought about architecture at one point. And as a kid, people are drawing, trees and clouds and birds, and I always drew houses. I would always draw houses, and as I got older, I would literally, when my mom picked up like house magazines or plan books, and I would always kind of just sketch and draw. In a perfect world, I would love to take the whole wall out, but probably that's not going to be reasonable. In which case, we do a big opening, like a window here with some sort of breakfast bar, stools, and then my dining room table goes here. Legos, and Legos. And there's always constantly building houses and cities and villages, and that's Lincoln Logs. I have Lincoln Logs, I have Lego, I've always really been kind of obsessed with houses.
Well, Jeff, you will be thrilled to know that we're going to be counting down the top 5 flip houses. Let's start with number 5.
Chris? Yeah. You come in here? I'm in for it. I know you're on the computer yesterday. We're gonna have a session. You can go and check all my bookmarks. So I think what's gonna happen is, effective immediately, we're gonna go back to trying to get further notice.
I'm a little frustrated because I feel like I've been muscling out and it's really frustrating because I feel like I'm taking away. Yeah, I made a mistake.
I don't need this right now, so this is very upsetting to me. I'm trying to keep my cool here.
Get down to our friendship and all.
I do, but this is a momentous. I have so much to worry about right now. So much. I have more on my plate now than I've ever had before. This, I don't need right now.
No, I think that look, I was totally justified. Totally warranted. He deserved it. You know, we should have hired him, but, me, what I would have normally done is I would have fired him and then hired him out. And notice, see, this is how I'm growing. Because what I did was I decided to punish him. Now, I suspended him one week's pay. I just promoted him back to judge, which I think was a fair punishment. So, I'm okay with that. Okay, we'll see. We have more to go. Okay. America has all their problems.
He was 99% sure that was a good guess. Now, I don't know about you.
We have more to go. Okay. America has all their problems.
He was 99% sure that was a good guess. Now, I don't know about you. I make sure that I'm 100% sure.
Does it ever bother you to leave jackpots to your husband?
I think it's fine.
Williams presents one plate, trim, edge, shades, for every style, for your style.
But yeah, but style, be your style.
Together, we make life better.
Hallelujah. It's
Thank you for thinking it over and so.
Well, you notice something so much shade. Dollar-shaped hook.
My name is Jenny Lewis-Elwood. I am executive assistant to Jeff Lewis.
You look very professional today, actually.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for the dash of
6,
sex.
7, 8, 9. I dance, make him laugh.
She's really the only person who stands up to me.
Do you feel like you can be stern without being degraded?
No.
I see. Good morning, it's a great day at Jeff Lewis's office. This is Jenny. Oh no, you're not. It's so hot, I'm sweating.
All right, I'll turn on the AC.
Good afternoon, Jeff Lewis's office.
Oh, yeah, sorry for my progress.
Poor Josh, concerning Jeff. Wondering when you could come back to me, back with the computer.
I'm so grateful to you for staying with me because I don't know how I can do this without you. That's nice. I'll go back to a bunch that happened to Living Out Special. As you can see, we've been joined by Jenny Willis. Howard, nice to see you.
Yeah, yeah.
There's clearly a lot to love about you, and America has fallen in love with you.
Me and our reduced foods.
Where did that come from?
We're getting on for that. I mean, not that anybody asked about that, but.
People love your blonde. I have a lot of questions for you. One of the most asked comes from Brenda in Alabama. Are you aware you look exactly like Jenny?
I am. I've gotten that a lot. I think we do look like my sister looks more like her than me. So we're one big Julia family.
We have another viewer question. Tim in Wallkill, New York, emailed RobinSmith.com and said, is Jenny Quilos as hot and sexy off screen as she is on screen? She dresses very sexy for being employed by a gay boss. Do you dress appropriately?
I don't know that my person doesn't answer.
It's a little bit of bone contention with me because I think that she oftentimes dresses inappropriately for the job sites. I mean, she's constantly in heels. We're going to construction sites, so I mean, honestly, it wouldn't matter. You could wear like sweats and a ball cap every
What's
day.
funny about that though is when you want to come back down by $1,000, then you send me over.
Yeah, sometimes it works. Sometimes it
So,
works.
sorry to bust you on that, but it had to work to your benefit.
Really honest. We have another question for you from Jim in New York. How in the world did Jenny and Chris meet, and how long have they been married? You seem like such opposites.
Jim. We are different, Jim. We are. We got set up on blind date. Yeah.
How long have you been married?
We've been together 9 years, married for 7. Yeah.
I think they both have great sense of humor. I assume that's the connection.
Yeah, Paula said that, opposite attract.
Did you say it was?
Yeah, she did.
Well, here's a look at Chris, the trash guy. Totally
The trash guy.
I can't remember why Chris was fired so many times. Sorry. Sorry. I'm gonna shake it up, I promise. I don't know if they were necessarily big dramatic incidents, but there were things. It's like I gave him 2 things to do. And he forgot all. I asked him to change.
Right. Alright guys, I'll be right back.
They're not really married.
everybody. Let it go. I've never been angrier. Fucked up, I fucked up, I fucked up. John Parks, I stink.
And when I asked him, I confronted him, he was 99% sure. He was 99% sure that that was the address. Now, I don't know about you, but before I change an address, I make sure that I'm 100% sure, not 99% sure. He said I wasn't around at the time. Well, call me. Well, here's an idea. Go out and look at the mailbox. The address is on the written on the mailbox. Those kind of things happen really, really frequently.
Thanks for joining us, Chris. Chris the Trash Body. Chris, what is the most ridiculous thing that Jeff has done? Somebody pooped in, not somebody, somebody's office. So some of you, to clear that up, some of your staff was pooping in a little hole on one of your properties.
It wasn't staff. It wasn't Jenny, Chris.
It was some of the workers who were working on the property, and it wasn't a little hole, it was the entire under the house.
I didn't get a better Western issue. So this was a consequence of you not getting that.
Well, I had a Port Western and another job site, it was 2 months. First experience, I can control the rate as long as I need to, but apparently these were emergencies, and these people actually, it was such an emergency, they couldn't go down 2 blocks to use the other restroom.
And when you discovered it, you asked Chris to take one.
Right.
It's some questions for you guys. Jenny, Freddie in North Carolina says, does it ever bother you the way Jack talks to your husband sometimes? I think Chris is a really nice guy. He doesn't deserve that temperature.
And what's interesting, when I look at the whole course and journey of the show, Jeff and I are really good friends, and I forget, actually, that he's my mom. We talk about our lives, we talk about things, so when Chris comes up, there'll be days, and there'll be days when we've had an issue, and I talk about it with Jeff. So that being said, I think we all cross the boundary with it. We're a family.
How much time do you guys spend at home without Jeff?
Like all of them.
Pretty much all of it.
No, there's certain times when you go, oh, yeah, this is what really happened.
If you were to split the screen, you'd see the result of that. So they talk about me, so they're talking about Chris.
We have a question. Neil in Hollywood, Florida. The entire staff is comprised of actors. Is any of this even real? Is any of it scripted?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, we are actors. I do these auditions. Chris is left when he did season of Thumbs. That's our life, and it is this crazy. We are like family, and we did form the and
Exactly, we can't get enough.
vice versa.
And they live in one of my buildings. Also, I mean, it is.
Jeff has given us scripts in where they come in to say certain things, but we never follow the script.
It's all a huge company.
Yeah,
I still, for years, I still can't memorize the cue.
Okay, let's try. Take it away.
Good morning, it's Great Day at Jeff Lewis and Office. This is Sandy.
No, it never says on that cue card, low energy, please. It never says that. But she just automatically takes it down like 4 notches and changes it. What that is an F huge, that's what she's saying.
How many times have you been fired? Oh,
We don't even know, 6 or 7.
6 or 7. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there will be no more fire.
Okay.
Anytime that he gets fired, that'll be it. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna be doing suspensions. Oh, I didn't tell you that. Oh, yeah. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm enabling people. We're gonna, if you get fired, if Jeff Lewis's office, if you get fired, that's it. Yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do warnings, suspensions, mandatory unpaid personal days. We're gonna find other ways. Our buyers, they will leave me, they know they're coming back. Check it out, fine, so let's get back.
No, I suspended and you call me, we have to like.
Because I got busy afternoon.
To do
Guess what, you guys? It's time for the number 4 Jack Lewis split out.
You're joking. Let's set it up, I swear to God, I have to check the box. No, I mean, Jeff, to do this. I'll take it. I'm sorry, I said it on my name. It's all nothing, check the box. I used to go to Charles City for that's it. I gotta set it myself.
It's up to Nusha.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Come on, get me your page.
Oh, Minnie, sometimes finish the big flushing dog.
The other one should roll up the bed, and I was still in it.
That's my name, you see, and he got the back of his own brother in the day. Right here. Cash in front.
Super excited to open up my department for Southern Grand University. I'm excited.
Okay, let's see it.
Hey Tanuja, send me a tip or a donation to my Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo, and I'll be happy to answer your question.
Next term starts soon. Visit shu.edu.
There's water.
Oh, we're coming.
I wonder if it tastes like pumpkin water. So we fixed it.
Welcome back to Flipping Out, Jeff Lewis's open house. And it's a house party. With you. So
Yes, house party.
you guys are actually full of hunches. Let's take a look.
What is that?
Oh, what is that? It's real.
What is it? There it goes.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
So at the gym, I'm good.
Yeah, I was in the middle of a run when you called. I was doing deliveries, so.
Nice.
How's your day going?
Oh my god, I'm tired. It's good. I'm ready to quit this right now, but I'm like, I have a goal between like 600 calories to like 1,000.
Yeah.
That's like my goal. That's my room is like burning.
What gym are you at? What gym are you at?
Planet.
Oh, nice.
You guys have fun out there? How good are you?
What's that?
You guys have Planet Fitness there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The big ones here is Retro, Planet, and LA Fitness.
Yeah, I've just been running outside lately.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I have to tell you, one of my good friends, she's a Pisces. We did our reading like with each other. But I want to show you like my friend and I did myself. It would be so proud. I have to find her to show you. Hold on, where is it? I got this while I was on the beach, and it was so crazy because like this is the book, right? And she just always tells me, because she's very intuitive, she's like, open the book, whatever you open to is what is meant for you. And I got that, it was so true. Because I literally was saying that because I believe that work is teaching me some things. But let me show you the spread I got. And I was doing it outside. It's a little crazy, I don't know.
Which part? The lessons on the job part?
Yeah, I went to the beach and it was so peaceful, as you can see. And I opened up because I was my job, my family that I take care of. They took me on vacation with them, so I had some time to myself during the day when I wasn't watching them, and I just did that.
Yeah.
And then I did this. It was not that big. This was actually with her. We went to like the lake house area, and we did this right. I know you can't see it. I'm trying to. These are the cards that I got, and then the book kind of tells you what it means.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to find a picture so you can actually see it. Hold on.
And that lake looks nice.
I got that. I'm trying to find. I know I took a manual. I don't know if this is a better picture. Yeah, that's what I got in that order. So like, I didn't look for this. It came to me. I was so proud of myself. I was like, oh my god. Then I manifest this in the cart. And then that same week I had a very bad root canal. I thought I'd show you. Well, actually, that's not a root canal. That is my jaw. And I actually done surgery on my jaw, but that's a whole other story.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I was going through so much that week. I had like incredible tooth pain, like the whole rest of my face was like numb.
Yeah.
And I couldn't eat. I didn't eat for like days. And then I went to like all these different specialists.
Yeah.
I went to all these specialists, and they told me like my jaw, like the percentage is like 100%. One side was like 58, the other side was like 48. So like it has to be like, so like the disc is not perfectly centered. It's very crazy.
Yeah.
So I have to be careful because I can get lockjaw. I know that's like TMI, but I was like, I felt like sharing that.
Lockjaw from doing what?
If you open your mouth too wide and your disc is like dislocated, it can lock. And then you have to have surgery in that moment to go back.
So you had your tooth removed, or?
I actually didn't. I actually needed a root canal on top of my jaw, finding out about my jaw being discombobulated because my dentist didn't know anything that was going on with my face, and I was in pain. And so I went to all these different specialists, and I went to TMJ specialists, and they were like, "Yeah, your jaw's fucked up, and you need a root canal."
Yeah.
But the root canal was causing the pain, but TMJ was making it kind of worse. But it's fine. I finally got it fixed. I really was going through hell for like days trying to find someone to do it immediately because it was that painful. I wouldn't wish that pain on anybody.
What did they do?
So a root canal, I had it in the back of my tooth. I got the back of my it's a really good tooth that's next to my molar. And I also have to get my molars out. I haven't gotten them out ever.
I see.
They said we have to do that. Yeah, and so they said because on top of the root canal, my molars need to come out because they're putting pressure on the tooth, which is why they think the tooth next to it died.
Yeah.
So, well, I had exposed nerve. So essentially what happened was like a year ago, I had them filled, and they went too deep on accident, and I had an exposed nerve. And it started out just being tooth sensitivity, and then it trickled into excruciating pain where my whole face was like numb. I couldn't I'm like screaming through the hole of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you ever have really bad tooth pain, you probably have a root canal. Just putting that out there.
Yeah.
And it only cost me $1,800. No big deal.
Oh my God.
I would have paid anything. It was that painful.
Right.
And that was only one tooth. Can you imagine if I had like 2 or 3 or 4?
Right.
How much? It's crazy. Thieves, I tell you. My insurance didn't cover it. Most insurance don't cover root canal. Something that I learned.
Yeah.
Especially if you need it done last minute.
How long have you been walking?
Almost an hour.
Damn.
My first 500. What?
How much longer are you gonna keep walking?
So I get to 600, then I'm stopping. That's my rule. I'll stop. I wanted to do 1,000, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm still because I haven't been to the gym so long. So I lost my little momentum here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I want to stop right now, to be honest with you. So tired, even at my waist. Thinking on. I'm like disgusting. I'm off the next couple days, which is great. So I got off at like 12.
Yeah.
8. Just because they're going on vacation, so I just need to help get them ready to leave, and I did that. And then I'll see them on Monday. Everyone wants to rest, which is great, and they're still paying me for it, which is great. I went on vacation with them. They paid for me to go on vacation with them. And for me in a hotel on top of that. I paid for food, it was crazy. A lot of money. But awesome. God, so tired. I watched that again.
I'm gonna call you back because I just got a delivery. Do you want to talk later tonight, maybe?
Yeah, that's fine. That's perfect, actually.
Alright.
We're going to work out.
I'll talk to you.
Bye.
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 Okay, let's see. What's up, guys? How's it going? It's about the good times.
The house, some of these details too, but I found a stenciling artist who's really amazing and try to add all of these details to look like they've been here forever.
We built out this whole closet. In fact, this was a closet within a closet, remember that? And it had weird orthogonal doors which we tore out, and then got all of this animated.
As we were down here, we ended up finding this thing last week.
Behind the wall, Jenny calls that a swing there.
This bathroom had much lower ceilings, and we added the skylights as well.
It's real dark in here, real dark. So we added the skylights and now you need sunglasses.
Again, hand-painted tiles.
This is my favorite.
I tried to kind of use a little bit of this like Moroccan theme, but not go too far with it. This cabinet I designed.
So we added the skylights and now you need sunglasses.
Again, hand-painted tiles.
This is my
Welcome back to Flipping Out with Jeff Lewis's open house. And it's a house party with you, so.
Yes, house party.
You guys are actually full of actions. Let's take a look. What is that? What is
It's like a big prehistoric place.
Come on, guys.
Honey,
Come on, I can't hold my breath that long.
Alright, go for it. It seems like a block. I mean, it seems like it would be very fun.
I mean, yeah, we joke around a lot. I mean, I think that during the show, there was half of the show, when they were filming me, I was going through so much stress and pain in my life. I was having personal problems and some financial problems. And I wasn't your usual kind of light, jokey self. I mean, certainly there are times when I have to be serious, and there's times when I have to be tough, but I think there's a perfect mix during the workday of fun and seriousness.
So that's what
Well, we're here in the living room of the Nottingham property. When we left the series, the house was not completed. It's done now. Ryan's living here. And let's take a look at what he did with the house.
what's really unique about the house, as opposed to a lot of Spanish, is that bedroom charge is really big. as we go to the house, we'll kind of point out some of these details to you, but I found a stenciling artist who's really amazing, and we try to add all of these details to look like they've been here forever.
We built out this whole closet. In fact, this was a closet within a closet. Remember that? And it had weird wardrobe doors, which we tore out, and they had all of this handmade.
As we were down, we ended up finding the same hospital.
I did. Do any transfers today? No. To Hey, what's up, Kajal?
Jenny calls that a sweetener.
This bathroom had much lower ceilings, and we added the skylights and
It's real dark in here, real dark. So we added the skylights and now you need sunglasses.
Again, hand-painted tiles.
This is my favorite.
I tried to kind of use a little bit of this like Moroccan theme, but not go too far with it. This cabinet I designed and had our cabinet I built. It's something that we've been incorporating more and more in our houses, these double sinks with a single
This is
basin.
it, guys. This is what's on the drop sinks.
We're big on the double shower heads.
Another HF feature. It's all about the drop sink and the party shower.
So in here, we found this antique wood carved medallion, which was actually meant to be hung on the wall. And I chopped a hole in it and fit it around the left.
the ceiling. Really outdid yourself with this. You were on it.
Alright, so this is the living room.
This is my favorite house.
This room really did undergo quite a transformation. Alright, you guys, so this is the kitchen. Our cabinet maker built this island, which I really wanted to look old and neat out, again, in keeping with what's going on in the house. And this is the outdoor kind of built out area off the kitchen on the breakfast room. It's a nice little sanctuary. And I think it works out.
Jay, notice that we shrunk the pool so we have more deck space for lounges because originally that pool took up most of that space. And
What you did is you provided MEP, maximum entertaining capacity.
you got it.
This just helps.
So pretty. Wow, looks beautiful, Brian. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks. So tell us, is the house still on the market?
No, we actually sold it. A real estate broker that we work with, Ron, a couple of our clients, should have before we were on it.
So you bought this house in a back. The price was moved in here, right? You moved in, it wasn't done. And then we sold it, and now I'm assuming you're moving out to Dono now. So how big of a win was this?
I believe that Jeff actually did that because my life has been turned upside down now, 3 times. Having moved here, having to live through the construction, and now having moved out again.
Oh, right. Wanting to know, what is it like dating Jeff Lewis? Is he a good boyfriend?
He actually is. He's a great boyfriend. Amazing. Jeff's a good guy all around. He really is. And he's funny, obviously, right? Exciting, never a dull moment. Keeps it light.
There's the Jeff Lewis at work and there's the Jeff Lewis after work. And I think weekends and after work are a completely different person.
You go and check your email.
You have dirty dishes.
Right. I think it's the obsessive compulsiveness never really goes away.
Right.
But the work intensity, he can turn. There's still certain things that you can that are a little bit weird, like you sit in the bathtub with your calculator every night, and he figures out how much money. And when we were together, it was every night. We'd sit in the bathtub with a calculator and figure out how much money he'd add and how much money he'd add. Oh yeah.
Brian, we have a question for you from Drew in Arlington, New Jersey. What was it like for you guys to transition from being partner members to business partners?
It was a rough road transitioning, it really was. We broke up, a couple months went by, and then we started doing our first project together. And I would say for about the first year, we were,
You know what? We both started dating people like me. We're not on the market very long. Let's be honest. We go into escrow very quickly. Jeff Lewis, what's your time? I don't have a time. What are you looking for? I'm a very, very, very patient person. Can't, it's got to roll off their back, and I can't take things seriously. I need somebody to know, really know, medicated know. We have another viewer question. Joyce in Palos Hills, Illinois, wants to know, Ryan, who is the girl that follows you around and does not talk? She's a mute.
that's been a big question. Catherine, my assistant, beautiful girl, pops out every now and again.
You want to date a mute? That's the new today. Maybe you should date a mute. I'm considering.
That actually is an awesome idea.
From Shane in Los Angeles. I've been with my boyfriend for almost 8 years. Yes, we're gay. My question is for Ryan. Did you adopt Chloe? If so, is it a hard process?
Yeah, actually, Dale and I chose to use a surrogate to have Chloe. There's pluses and minuses to both routes, adoption and surrogacy. They're very different, and but we chose to use a surrogate.
Well, guess what, you guys? It's time for Jeff Lewis's number 3 flip out. Counting down his flip outs. I already told you I want to do that in the afternoon, and you just wouldn't move it without my knowledge. Because Ryan, it was better than my thickness. So tell him about my appointments.
We were running that person together and realized it was just yours.
Question, you pissed me off today. You didn't even consult me at all. You just moved. So what are you going for?
Wish it was mine.
feel bad, feel tomorrow. Wow, we have walkouts.
If you're thinking about going back to school, this is for you.
I ended up spending less money my entire time at SNHU than I did in just 1 year at my other university.
My time at SNHU has given me more confidence. Now I can go for that promotion.
If you're ready to go back to school, you can do it. Southern New Hampshire University has changed my life, and it can change yours too.
It's shu.edu.
What is that?
Over. Hello. I'm Steve, by the way. Hi. Oh, milk, that's surprisingly creamy.
Welcome back to Watch What Happens Living Out special. You know, Jeff, I mean, everybody seems to be obsessed with Jim. Why not a little season? I'm obsessed. Check out the best of Zoe.
So,
Yes.
thank you for taking such good care of me, my house, my pets. That's so important to me. I met Sola about 6 years ago. About 6 months ago, she moved in, and she's been with me ever since.
Let's go lunch.
Let's go lunch.
Lunch time. Let's go. I'm so hungry.
It'd be great if you could do a little work first before we have lunch. Sola takes really great care of my animals.
Oliver? Please move it. Oliver? Oliver?
And that's what the cat.
Sounds like your mother now.
Okay, so I don't think it's funny, but I'm just trying to understand. Maybe I'll pay you $70 an hour to do something about.
I can do that.
Maybe you should go to that massage school.
Yeah.
She's really the person I most trust. Can I ask you a question? You know you should hire. I don't even know computer.
What happened when I went from building chat to somewhere? Stayed a long time, like 1, 2 hours.
This is serious now.
So, welcome. So nice to meet you. I have a question for you. Is Jeff Lewis crazy?
Really crazy.
Well, it's really nice when you have clients in the house and she tells them that you if you're crazy. It's really great for my reputation.
I'm crazy. Yeah.
That's the dream.
Oh.
She never did that before.
It gives me like an aim feeling and you want some restaurant? Okay.
So he's turned you into an alcoholic.
Yes.
Yes.
We both sell them kids there.
You have a lot of fans, and we have a question for you. It's on email to BravoTV.com. Carlos from New York City wants to know, Zoila, are you single?
Yes, I'm single. And
Really wants to get out of the house as soon as possible.
Now, do you get involved in Zoila's dating activities at all?
Yes, I probably will have an active role. I would probably look at the person first. Probably have 1 to 2, possibly 3 interviews. And if I feel like they're good enough for her, then I would give them the option to get to know her under my supervision.
Does Zoila have a curfew?
She has to call me, she's gonna leave.
yes, I need a call. And he needed a call when I'm right home.
Yeah, I let her know too.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's 2-way street. That's all. This is what she does at home to get out of work. I know what you're doing.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. Here we go.
See what I do? They're all drunk. It's everyone.
Wow, we have walkouts.
Welcome to my world. So have you been drinking? I'm gonna change my drink order.
What would you like?
70% lemonade, 20% punch, 10% Sprite. If they don't have fruit punch, do like 85% lemonade and 15% Sprite. If they don't have lemonade, do 85% punch and 15% Sprite. Or 7-Up.
He's obsessive compulsive, he's neurotic, little American Psycho-esque.
We all know I have OCD. I'm very fortunate because I found a business that validates and celebrates my disorders.
One of Jeff's demands is that I turn every label in the refrigerator facing outward. 1 inches exactly?
Well, on both sides, I want to be consistent. It needs to be the same distance, 3 or maybe 6 inches. I can't stand that those bases are 4 inches apart when they should be 2 inches. It bothers me that bothers me, it shouldn't bother me, it's not that important. Without the homicidal tendencies, I am the guy who's sitting within it. You go in and use my power and you mess up my towels, I'll follow you in there. I'll readjust those towels, it bothers me. Okay, just a few inches over this way. So, alright, now 1 inch back. Okay, that's fine. You're going nuts. I should have asked soil with this, but it seems like there's actually nothing clean. It seems like you don't make a mess. Yeah, I certainly don't throw things on the floor for her to clean up. I clean up after myself, but there is things to clean. But I think because I am so neat and orderly, that it makes it easier for Zoila, which is why she can do all of the work in an hour and a half and then take the rest of the day off. So, yeah. It's been a few months since you shot the show, and I understand there have been a lot of changes in some of your homes. Let's say that. I worked months and months and months to find a game. But there's so many houses, and this is really one of the best ones. We're standing outside of a Commonwealth property, and if you see the before pictures, you can tell that what we did was we ripped out all the wood siding. We're actually doing a stucco exterior. This house was a horrible wreck. Now, hundreds of people passed on this house. They couldn't visualize. Most people call it a tear down. I saw the potential. The neighborhood is incredible, so I knew whatever I did, I would be able to get my money back and then some. Once the house was stripped clean, I saw it as a modern home based on the lines of the house. The whole cake bread molding and the wood siding and the traditional windows restored tradition. But in this particular case, I completely changed the entire style of the house. We closed the window here, moved the window was to the left. I frosted it because, again, we wanted a little privacy, and also there was no real view to the front. This was the window looking out. Feast since yesterday. And apparently I've incensed someone enough to actually defecate and then sip it and then bring it to my house and put it out the window. We repoured this entire courtyard, and we actually built this water wall, so that we get the water from the whole house. When we first initially looked at it, most people said, oh, there's no room for a pool. But that's what I think, I put pools where everyone says you can't. We graded the backyard, and we also did some major repairs with retaining walls, because they were all leaning and crumbling. So that area would all green eventually. It'd be expensive. It'll be very pretty to be sitting out here by the pool and then just look up and just see all green. There's a neighbor. This is a Danish group where we're dirt surfing on a regular basis. Sure, he's going to go inside soon. He's going to ask for something else. We're almost finished with this house. The floors, we're starting the floors and stuff tomorrow. Then the landscape. Billable. Gates, front gates. 4 weeks. Wow, Commonwealth looks beautiful. It's days for me now. Wow. Judy in Ladue, Missouri says, I've never seen a cat get acupuncture. Is that normal living? I think so. A lot of people are asking me for publicity vets and vets that do acupressure, acupuncture. And we're talking, of course, about America's favorite house cat, Monkey. And Monkey happens to be the topic of your number 2 for that. Let's see.
Monkey? Okay.
It's been confirmed. My cat's lost missing. Chris, did you find the cat? So what I have to do now is I have to stop what I'm doing and I have to go look at the cat. So I'm just pissed. The big issue is that you left. You left knowing that the cat was lost.
Sorry, but I got a bunch of idiots that work for you, so that's the problem.
Don't worry about it, guys. Don't look for monkeys. Chris is coming back in 4 hours. You can't do that.
Oh my God, see it there? When Miss put the water, they can come out.
You opened the cat door, and then you proceeded to stack 32 bottles of water, 32, in front of the cat, and never noticed the cat. How do you do that? How do you do that? When you're stacking the bottles of water, you look back, you're looking at the back of the cat. You see a cat, you were paying attention.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
It's time to save your number one weapon.
Thank you for taking care of my son.
For a noticeably smooth shave, Dollar Shave Club.
This thing has some cash on it.